How you doing today, Joe?
Let me tell you something, Deebo. Deebo, it's my time real quick.
They asked Aaron about next year, what they said they asked him, about if this was his last game of his career, and he basically left it open, How do you feel, about Aaron Rodgers possibly coming back next year?
I mean, after I seen Phillip Rivers now go out there and play at 44, I wouldn't be mad at having Aaron Rodgers there. He showed that he can still do it. He can still make the throws. When he's protected, when he has DK, when he has competent receivers out there, he still looks like Aaron Rodgers to me. I know for the Steelers long term, if they want to do it, he's not going to be there for their long-term future. So we're going year by year. And I think next year would definitely be A-Rod's probably last year of being a legitimate, solid quarterback. But if it's up to A-Rod, if he wants to come back, and I'm not mad at what he's looked like, he can play starting quarterback for sure for the Steelers. It's not A-Rod's fault. I feel like that we're losing. You know what I'm saying? Or that our team hasn't been that good. So if it was for him to come back and a friendly deal, you know what I'm saying? You got a solid veteran quarterback that's, you know what I'm saying, getting it to the players, getting people in positions. I'm not mad at it. But in the long term, we need a young guy that's ready to, you know what I'm saying, be a franchise quarterback for the next 10 years, 15 years, like a CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? The Bengals found their Joe Burrow. Browns, we still looking to see what we could do, but just a quarterback that you can put a name on. Now, that dude, Justin Herbert, you know what I'm saying? You just got a guy that, even if you haven't been winning all the games, you got your quarterback. So with A-Rod saying he will come back for one more year, I wouldn't.
He's not saying he would. He's saying he left it open.
He left it open. I'm not mad at him leaving it open. Leave it open, A-Rod. I'll leave it open too. I'm ready to dance with you if you're ready to dance with the Steelers. But at the same time,
he had to talk to wife, make a decision, all that.
For sure. And he just did that this offseason. He took his time, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing that the Steelers know too. He's going to do his own thing. So at the same time, you still got to be doing all of your work. Like, don't put all your eggs in that basket. You know what I'm saying? You're still doing all your due diligence trying to get a franchise quarterback to the team because Aaron Rodgers is not going to be the guy for long term, but he could hold down the fort, you know what I'm saying, this year and then maybe next year.
I understand. So for me personally, I like the idea because, like you said, we do not have a quarterback.
No.
Okay. But I don't like the idea if we have an option to get a quarterback that is younger and proven in the NFL right now. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With playoff matchups every weekend and elite basketball almost every night, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control. Prize Picks is simple to play. All the stats you could possibly want. Passing yards, rushing attempts, receptions, fantasy scores. All the stuff we talk about every week. Prize Picks is effortless to play. All you need to do is pick more or less. Now, the Colts are officially out of it, but the Patriots are still in it. And with Drake May, Trayvon Henderson, Stephon Diggs, more passing, more rushing, more receiving, more touchdowns, more everything. And the new feature alert, Prize Picks now has early payouts, which means if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out your winnings before the game even finishes. So go download Prize Picks today and use the code DeboJoe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That code is DeboJoe to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It feels good to be right.
Take it.
And I believe that, with the current defense we have, or should I say defensive ranking that we have, without a veteran quarterback, we will be in the bottom. And maybe that's what we need, bro. Because that's just going to have us,
picking in the middle,
losing a chance of getting a quarterback, a franchise quarterback, at least in the draft next year. But I also don't know if there's one available that would be worth getting or trying to get or move up to get, in the upcoming, draft of next year.
I can't be on the losing to try to get the number one pick so you could try
I
to
understand what you're saying, bro,
You know
but
what I'm saying,
I
Debo?
also
That's
I also
just
don't want to do
pride.
this though. I also don't want to be back where we are now, where we're 500, or hell, worse. Worse would be even better, because that puts us even lower in the draft with no chance of drafting anyone that would be a franchise quarterback. And bruh,
yeah,
I think
who
this is what it is, bro.
Go ahead.
We need to get ready, okay, as Steeler fans, to be down for a couple years, to be able to come back up, and it's going to look, hopefully, something like what the Patriots did over the last few years. They're going to be down. They're going to get a new coach. They're going to come back up, and they're going to be where they are now.
What pick was Drake May?
That is something that we could do.
Do you know what pick Drake May was?
I don't know.
I gotta find out what pick this. I know this chat right.
And again, we have to be able to pick. I said it last time.
You got to draft right.
You got to be able to draft right.
And
I know we have a horrible time with what we have right now of drafting right. Only 2 players that have been with the Steelers since we won our last playoff game in 2016 that were drafted in the first 2 rounds have gone on to receive long-term extended deals when the time came up. That is a horrible rate.
I mean, we looking at the receivers, and when I'm just knocking off the top of my head, when I was there, my good man Deontay Johnson was there hooping, didn't get another deal. Juju, and then I mean Claypool, it just didn't pan out, but he went early too. So like those are just high draft picks.
Claypool didn't pan out. How many receivers we done got, bro, that just didn't pan out? Why is that, bro?
I don't know, brother.
Like we always get receivers that don't pan out. What's the common denominator with these receivers?
This the part though, Deebo. When I was first got drafted and I started looking at the Steelers, though, it was always that was when AB, Mike Wallace, and Emmanuel Sanders, them dudes was hoopers. So that's why in 16 or 17 when I came over there, and they had Martavius Bryant. He ended up switching out, so it went to Martavius Bryant, AB, and then and my man's another one. But then Juju was there too, and they drafted Juju. So I mean, it's not until recent from 17 kind of on to where he's starting to kind of missing and getting rid of those receivers and not being able to keep them.
I'm talking about the first 1 and 2. And the receivers, like this receiver has a problem. It's an attitude issue. It's a behavioral issue. It's this, is that. You're picking ballers. Why are we getting all these receivers that are having these issues and not being able to keep them for fear of that, or just not being able to keep them because they didn't pan out the way we wanted to? What's the common denominator?
Yeah. What do you think?
Your coaching staff. Yes. Like, come on. We keep this receiver is bad. That receiver is bad. That receiver. What are we talking? What?
They're not bad receivers.
Like, come on. Like that don't make no sense, bro. And like I said, Drake May, I think it was 3rd or 4th pick, 24.
Oh man, first round.
3rd pick, 24, bro.
Okay, got to be more careful. So they had to be that trash,
bruh. And what they do, they went and got somebody that could do what they needed to do. And he went out. He got coaches. He got coaches that he knew could do what they needed to do. He got coaches that had knowledge. Like that's the first thing he did. He went and started getting his staff, dude. Like what do we have over there, bro? What, like, honestly, what do we have over there? Like Mike been there almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Ain't got one tree in his coaching tree. Not one limb. Like, come on. Look at Detroit. Detroit already got like 2 or 3 head coaches. He got like 2 head coaches, and Randall L. I think he the OC in Chicago with the other coach that left.
Yeah. No, you making
Like
good points.
you got to put coaches in position to be able to help you, and not worry about credit or anything else being taken from you. That's your credit because you put them in that position. Like Belichick tree is out of control. Like, dude, that's the only common denominator that I'm looking at right now, dude.
Nah, I feel you with the trees. Because I remember we had Belichick tree all over the place. I had Eric
Dude, and
was
where
there.
Belichick come from? Parcells? Like, come on.
Do you think A-Rod's gonna return?
Do I think he's going to return?
Yes.
I think that, oh man. Do I I don't know, bro. I don't
Would
know.
you
I ain't gonna
be
lie.
would you want him to return?
Yes.
I mean, if we don't
We ain't got
find a
none right now.
quarterback,
Yes.
we
Yes.
don't got nobody.
But again, I'm 6 and one, half a dozen in the other. I feel like we're going to have that down year, that down, that we go be in the basement for a year or two, to where we can get that quarterback and have that coach and coaching staff that can develop, those players into what it is that they can become.
No, I feel you, Deebo. I feel it. It's that coaches go a long way, and like you could tell, like when Brabo comes in there and really just switches some stuff up over there in New England. You know what I'm saying? Like you might need that. This is great coaches, the leadership. Like just
it's not might need. You do
no,
need.
you do need because we've been.
What's the first thing I need, Joe? Who was your coach? Who was your coach? And your DB coach in Pittsburgh, Joe. Did you go in there as soon as you saw and heard your DB coach and read his name and said, "Oh, I'm automatically bought in"?
The first one, Cornell Lake. Yes.
Okay.
My first one I had was Lake, and Lake was so.
And what happened after that?
He left, and I had scrap, and I was not excited at all. I promise you, and this is no disrespect. One of the great person had a great time with him. Not a good defensive back coach. I did not learn anything. He kind of was harming my learning of the game. He was only there for a year, you know what I'm saying? Then we switched, but like I was really coaching myself and really getting my DBs right, really had to tap in. So for sure, we were not on the same page. That was a tough, struggling year after Lake left and we got scrapped for sure. Definitely difficult, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping it a being with you.
Right. And that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, yeah, I understand bringing guys up, letting guys get in there that wouldn't normally have the opportunity. But you've done that for so long and nothing's come from it. I know players I won't name, and they're like, yo, the coach that I have, he ain't did nothing to develop me. I do more in the off season to develop myself than they have did in the last whatever 2-3 years that they were there.
No, for sure.
Like you have done nothing to advance and develop me as a player. So why are they in there?
I don't know, and I don't know. Some team you can't. Have you had a bad coach before on teams, and when you've been in Cincinnati ever, or have you ever had a bad coach? I'm like, yo,
I had a bad coach when I my first year in Pittsburgh. Didn't like him.
Okay.
Didn't like him at all. He thought he could talk to me any kind of way.
When I'm saying a bad coach, though, I'm talking about did they know the game though? Like I'm talking bad coach like this. You like, man, this don't really know what he's talking about.
No, I don't think he was a teacher like that. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I keep telling everybody this. Keith Butler is the coldest linebacker coach I ever had in my life. Okay. You understand that? Like, that is the coldest linebacker coach I had in my life. And everybody goes, well, he wasn't nothing as a D coordinator. And I don't know what he was as a D coordinator. Again, he never got an opportunity to do it. He had it in name. He didn't get to operate in it as far as doing the job itself. And I think we have a lot of that going on over there in Pittsburgh still today.
They gonna have to figure it out.